Good day, everyone, especially to our professor, Dr. Manuel Roman. So this is my report. It is all about financial administration of co-curricular activities. When we say financial administration of co-curricular activities, it involves managing the budgeting, accounting, and allocation of funds for various extracurricular programs, events, and projects within an organization, school, or institution. It ensures that the financial resources are efficiently and effectively used to support the co-curricular initiatives on every school or institution. Co-curricular activities have a key components of the financial administration process. One of the components is budgeting. In budgeting, developing a clear and realistic budget for each co-curricular activity or event. It is estimating expenses for resources, supplies, transportation, venue cost, fees for guest speakers or instructors. We're talking about this is the honorarium of the guest speaker if you have, and other necessary costs. Considering potential income from sponsorship, ticket sales, or participants' fees if applicable. Okay, these are the example of budgeting. Example, an elementary school is planning to celebrate the Buwanang Wika celebration in August. They create a budget that includes, for example, decoration, 500, snacks for the guest is 1,000. So the total budget is 1,500. This is just an example to give you an overview what is budgeting is. Next is funding allocation. So when we say funding allocation, we are very familiar with this because in OOE, every AIP and annual in our school annual improvement plan, we do this the funding allocation. So what is this funding allocation? It is allocating available funds according to priority needs and the overall goals of the curricular program. It is ensuring the equitable distribution of resources to various activities, clubs, or events. So this is the example of funding allocation. Example, a university organizes several student clubs, each with its own co-curricular activities. The student council has a budget of 10,000 for the year. They allocate fund as follows. So they allocate the fund of the available fund of this university to different club, which is they have the co-curricular activities. Number one is debate club, music club, sports club, cultural club, miscellaneous club, contingency. So they allocate funds in all the clubs available in the school. So this is the example of funding allocation. Next one is the record keeping. Keeping accurate and detailed financial records of all transactions related to co-curricular activities. Documenting receipts, invoices, payments, details, and any other financial exchanges. That is the record keeping. So this is the example of record keeping. The school's extracurricular office keeps detailed financial records for the soccer team's expenses for every transaction they record. For example, they have the receipt of 500 pesos for a new basketball set, invoices 1,000 for tournament registration fees, payment records, payment of 2,000 for transportation cost to an away game. These records are stored in a system or file of tracking and future reference. There should be a one person who record everything so that you will be aligned. You will know where the money goes. So there should be a record book and one person assigned to keep the record keep. Next is expense tracking and control. Monitoring actual expenses against the budget to ensure that the program remains financially viable. It is also tracking variances between projected and actual spending and adjusting the budget if needed. Implementing cost control measures to prevent overspending. This is a good practice so that we as an administrator will be able to control our finances in overspending. So this is the example. The student government plans a fundraising event. The initial budget estimates 2,000 in expenses, which includes the venue, refreshments, entertainment. But by the time the event takes place, the actual expenses are 2,500 due to unexpected costs for sound equipment. The financial manager reviews all the receipts and compares the actual spending to the initial budget, and then finds that some areas, example catering, could have been more affordable and suggests adjustment for the future event. So this is helpful for the administrators to know where could have been wrong in the event during the event so that it will not happen next time. So let's proceed to the one of the most important, which is the financial reporting. Preparing periodic reports to provide updates on the financial status of co-curricular programs. Presenting financial summaries to stakeholders, example, school administrators, student councils, or parent-teacher organizations. This is important so that the teachers or the stakeholders will not ask questions where the money goes or where the financial goes, so that they will be aware and enlightened about the spending, the money spent during the event. And next is transparency in reporting can help in decision making for future events or activities. So this is the example of financial reporting. At the end of the year, the student body president presents a financial report to the school's administration. For example, total income from fundraising is 5,000, total expenses for various clubs is 4,200, remaining balance is 800. The report includes a breakdown of expenses for each club and recommendations for the next year budget allocation. So this is not the actual report. This is just an example because every club should have a breakdown where those money are spent. For example, in 5,000, what spent, what are the possible expenses in that 5,000? The same as in 4,200. So that is the financial reporting. Next is fundraising and sponsorship. So this is good idea for if you have an event and you need some budget and you lack for some budget, so you will have a fundraising and sponsorship. In this, identifying potential funding resources such as grants, corporate sponsors, or fundraising events. Organizing fundraising initiatives to support the activities. Communicating with donors, sponsors, or grant organizations to ensure that funds are used as intended. For example, the art club at the school wants to raise for a trip to a museum. They organize a fundraiser by hosting an art auction where students and teachers donate artwork. They raise 1,500. Additionally, the club secures a sponsorship from a local art supply store, which donates 500 worth of art materials in exchange for advertising at the event. So that is the fundraising and sponsorship. Next is compliance and auditing. In compliance and auditing, ensuring that the financial administration complies with any regulations, guidelines, or policies established by the institution or governing bodies. Regular audits to verify the proper use of funds and prevent financial mismanagement or fraud. So this is very important for the institution or the organization to be aware of their financial mismanagement, of their financial management during the event or every event of co-curricular activities. So this is the example. The Student Council's budget is audited at the end of the year by an independent auditor. The auditor checks whether funds were spent according to the intended purpose. Example, no funds were diverted from educational activities to personal use. That is very important. Next is if there are discrepancies or errors in the accounting. Next, if the student council follow the school's financial policies, example, spending limits or approval processes, the audit concludes that the funds were properly managed with minimal issues. Next is the financial support for participants. Determining if scholarship or financial assistance are needed for students or participants who cannot afford certain activities. So, as an administrator, it is our duty or it is the responsibility of an administrator to have these students an opportunity even though they don't have the means to attend the activities. So the administrator can have or can help that student. Managing and disbursing funds for scholarship, travel, grants, or entry fees. So this is the example. A high school robotics team plans to attend a national competition, but some students cannot afford the travel expenses. The school offers scholarships to those in need with a fund of 2,000 pesos raised from alumni donations to cover travel and accommodation costs for low-income participants. The STEAM distributes the scholarship based on need and provides reimbursement for travel expenses up to certain limit. Last is the evaluation and adjustment. After events or activities, reviewing the financial performance to learn from the outcomes, adjusting future budgets or financial strategies based on previous experiences. So this is very important because the result of the evaluation might help the administrator or the organizers for the future events. For example, after hosting a large charity concert, the event organizer reviews the financial outcomes. Income from ticket sales is $3,000, total expenses is $2,800, net profit is $200. But the organizer realizes they spent too much on venue rental and could have negotiated a lower rate for the next year event. Based on this experience, they adjust the budget for future events, aiming to reduce the venue cost and secure additional sponsorship to increase profitability. Good financial administration and co-curricular activities helps ensure that programs are sustainable, well organized, and beneficial to participants, fostering an environment where students can fully engage in their extracurricular pursuits. That's all for my report for financial administration of co-curricular activities. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something from me, and thank you so much for lending your time for listening and watching my presentation.